The 0-1. And ball one.
All right, all right.
The pitch. That one fouled off.
Here we go. Big RBI spot.
1-2 here. Swings and misses.
Come on,
The
man.
fastball at the knees.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in Philadelphia and getting to start. Nate. Oh, boy.
Don't miss it.
Hey, fan. Pearson.
Well, this is the kind of pitcher that every team loves to have right in the middle of their rotation. You expect
Hello.
frontline starters to get it done, but if they don't, you got a guy like this that can. Yeah, it was a bit of a head scratcher. Yep.
Fans on your drive home.
Step up and end a losing streak.
As I
So he's gonna
tinker
usually
with these
keep you
audio
in the ball
settings
game.
to
He
try
has
to
the
make it
potential to go out there and toss a gem. So keep your eyes on him. You may look up and he's got a no-no going to the
so
lineup.
I am able to be heard in addition to the game audio, and I feel like I'm at a good point now, so we'll keep it at this and get into it. That was a big RBI opportunity that I foiled as Trey Turner rounds to second base. Termore Johnson makes the play, and we'll look through their lineup. They did acquire Jordan Walker, who has turned into a beast, 90 plus overall. Luis Guillorme puts the ball in play, and a couple other guys. We know about Bryce Harper. Looks like Seth Beer came over free agency or trade. So they got a nice little contact lineup. They put the ball in play. So and, we have Nate Pearson on the mound. We brought him over from the Blue Jays, and he's been okay for us. Hovering around a 4 ERA, doing his thing. So he throws hard. He's blow it past guys, and we just botched that changeup. That's not really what we want to do there, but let's just see if we can get out of this inning just with one base runner. As Jordan Walker steps up. He had a decent year. Some would say great year. 37 home runs, 95 RBIs, 838 OPS. So he's definitely developed here in 2027 into a very good player. And now we'll go after him. See if maybe we can get him to ground into something or strike out. See if we can attack in on the hands here. 1-2. There we go. 1-2. K'd him. Great inside fastball. And we will go into the next formidable opponent, Bryce Harper. 290 average, 931 OPS, 29 home runs, 80 RBIs. So he definitely missed. Yeah, he played 129 games, 141 hits. Well, he missed a few games as Bryce Harper seems to do ever since 2019. Just misses games here and there, but still plays a good amount of the season. Good for him. You know, the first year of this sim, he hit one. He played in 131, 336 average. But he's been very good for his whole career. Still has about 5 years left on his deal.
Opposite field home run that put the Phillies ahead and would send them to the World Series. Off the Padres, Robert Suarez.
And on first still, as Bryce Harper puts it up the middle, Victor Scott
They
ran
stopped
into
the lead
second
runner at
base.
second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
These guys today
We're in
are
double
so
play
great
depth.
handling
There's
the
maybe an
velocity. They're
opportunity
seeing
for that,
high speeds
but
day after day, and a nice job of
Bryson
turning that one
Stott
around.
comes in with 2 runners on.
First pitch, and he just misses.
This would be huge right here if they could get on the board and be the first ones to score in this one with the home field advantage. Get that crowd behind you and just intimidate
Bryson
the
Stott
opposition a little
with a
bit
4.4
Good spot
WAR.
for the hitter.
He
Definitely
was
has the
leading
advantage this
in
game.
average
Runners
for a
on.
little bit of
Put
the
him to be
season.
aggressive on this next
He's a
pitch.
good contact
Bounce to
bat.
third, and he picks it up in foul territory.
About a 9. He's a 90 overall now as well. So Phillies kind of got a steal
Swinging a foul
with that
straight
one.
back.
It's a
At
2-2
second,
count.
Harper on
He will
at first with 2 down.
attack high fastball,
Still
and that is
2-2
not
after the foul
high
ball.
enough. Finally, throw a curve,
2 on, 2 outs.
and it gets him.
In the dirt,
Great job by Pearson, working out of trouble.
and the inning
See,
is over.
we can attack, get some runs on the board.
Scoreless after 1. Back to your
Robert
Sixers
Drew
bench,
comes
top of
up
the second,
hitless,
and now the right fielder,
besides
Robert
a
Drew.
double so far.
Back to work. And a swing and a miss.
A little bit early. But Robert Drew has been one of our big
The wind of the pitch.
drafted him middle of the first round. He came up that year as he drives one to right field.
Catch, and there's one gone.
Makes the play. Harper.
Here's O'Neal
But
Cruz.
we brought Robert Drew up right away. Was the rookie of the year. And he has since developed into a gold glove arm
It hit him.
out in right field.
And no chance for him to make the play.
But as O'Neal Cruz hits one off of the pitcher,
Catcher
doesn't
coming
look
out
like
check on
it'll
the
be enough to
play.
knock
He
him out of the
got him on
game.
his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for
Nope.
him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great
Injuries
point.
are
We'll have
very
to see how
interesting
it
in
works,
this game.
but to me, it appears he's moving pretty well.
As
I
O'Neal
think it's just gonna
Cruz
sting for a
on
while,
first.
but
We'll
hopefully
see if we can swipe it back
There
here.
go.
Great
Pitch
jump,
misses.
and he will be safe.
Save. That's a stolen base.
You know what? I like the
That could
aggressiveness
have
right there.
been a strike. It looks like it got called a ball.
Really good pitching so
Right
far,
on the
so why not try to
corner,
put some
and
pressure on him
we'll
and
take
see if
that.
he can steal
1-0
back, get
in
in
our
scoring
favor.
position.
And he deals. Just
As
missed.
Jack takes one low
Lawrence
for
behind the
ball
plate
2.
today. Consistent and pretty accurate.
Sawinski
Balls and
has
strikes.
been
Yeah, he's one of those
very
guys
good
who
for us.
just keeps the game moving.
We have
Nothing overly
something
unique
in
about
the
strike
works.
zone that
He
calls, and
is
as a result,
not going to
he's
be with the
appreciated by
team
both sides.
next year with the opportunities that are developing. We would like to bring somebody
This guy's got
up
such a good sinker as a hitter.
in
You
from
gotta love
AAA
knowing yourself.
and
You go down, you're
put
gonna
him in our
chase
leadoff
stuff in the
spot,
dirt.
but he would take over as our everyday left fielder. Thus, Jack would become the movable piece, as he's 1 year off of free agency. I might re-sign him and send him to a team that needs an outfielder for a C tier prospect, low B. Just so I'm not getting as much of a return for somebody who doesn't have that much of team control left. And thus I create an opportunity for my boy in AAA, who I'm very excited for. As Jack grounds one to shortstop, and he's out.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Victor Scott.
And now Victor Scott, he's coming, played very good defense. He is somebody I basically brought in just for the defense. Just have a great defensive center fielder who can save a few runs here and there. And he has played very well. I would enjoy him out there. He's not a big base threat. Batted about 250, which is all I can expect out of him. But as he flies it to Trey Turner, and it will stay a 0-0 game.
So one left for Pittsburgh. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Now it's going to be
as Seth Beer comes up, as I was saying, Victor Cruz wanted him for the defense. He's come in, done just that, especially with plus speed, giving us also a stolen base threat. And our everyday left fielder next year is going to do that, but to a higher level. He'll get on base more. He's not going to play a little bit. He'll play a little bit less. I'm just looking forward to what we have in store for next year, especially with the lineup that we've created. Seth Beer is thrown out at first corner. Reese McGuire steps up. So far, Nate Pearson has done pretty well throwing strikes, attacking batters, has not missed too much, and he gets Reese to swing on the low slider. As Reese McGuire drives it out to right field, not enough as Robert Drew tracks it down, and we are 2 away. Now Kevin Biggio, a guy who really has a lot of potential in my mind. He's good bat, puts the ball in play, so we'll see what he ends up turning into in real life as well. But 1-1, Nate Pearson gets ahead with that 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Let's see if we can get him to swing with the slow curve. And he does, 75 miles an hour. And that's the end of the second inning. 2 runs, 2 hits each side. And going into the third inning. Henry Davis, Mr. 1-1, I like to call him for us. And he hits it to second base. Bryson Stott makes the play, and he is retired. 1 away.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman.
Now Tamar Johnson. He had a very good wild card series as he grounds it to first base for an out. Now Amaury Perez, one of our drafted guys, one of the best bats that we have found. 80 plus, high clutch, high discipline. So we are looking to open up games for him next season. He's been splitting time with Nick Gonzalez, Curtis Mead, a top prospect in the Rays system right now. But we're going to try to open up some time next year for these infield players that I do have fighting for that third base spot.
Set for the bottom of the third, and now for the Phillies, Boyd.
But we go into it, and here we go in the bottom of the third.
Back to work. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
And here we go, Marion Boyd, their center fielder, made a nice play on Tamar Johnson to start off the game in the right center field alley. And Nate Pearson trying to get ahead as Boyd hits it out to second base. Tamar Johnson makes the play.
Quick out number 1.
And now we have one away for Trey Turner. Guy who is just an animal. He's consistent. Overall, through this series, he has been a very consistent bat. He's played almost every game possible. Batted 284, 276, so he's everything the Phillies wanted out of him, could want out of him. It's been shown that his contract was a great choice. He's stealing bags. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. He can play 5 more years, possibly get 3,000 hits. That would be exciting for him. But on we go. 0-1 as Trey drives one to the corner. Robert Drew gets there. What a play. Now we have
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Luis Guillorme.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat, opposite field knock.
Well, bottom of the third, 2 outs. Luis Guillorme drives one the opposite field. Oh, Jack Sawinski with the catch. Not pretty, but it works.
Back here at the ballpark, start of the 4th, and now the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo.
And now into the top of the 4th, Kyle Manzardo went yard in the wild card series as he drives one to third base, right to Luis Guillorme.
Sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And 1 out, Benito de los Santos, our franchise player. We drafted him first overall in 2025. Immediately he came up in his rookie year. He made an impact. Last season played 159 games, 164 hits, 30 doubles, 27 home runs, 85 RBIs, and hit for 267. So it's everything we could have wanted out of him this year. Played every game, a little bit lower of an average, but he is developing and he's everything that we could ever want.
We're out to doing it.
And into the at bat we go. 1-1. And circle change. Gets me out in front. But with the 1-2 count.
Good eye right there.
And low. 4-2, 2-2. This has been a pitching duel unlike the wild card games. And right behind the sinker.
Left-hand hitter waits. He goes down looking.
That's a great pitch. But alright, gets me. 2 outs. And Robert Drew seeing if he can break out of his funk. He is now 1 for 10. And a nasty slurve gets him. And there chose the Gold Glove.
You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Right side, hard hit.
Just a little bit late. Pushes it out to second base, and that will do for the top of the 4th.
Down in order go the Pirates. And we're still not at
0. 2 runs. Nope. Still 2 hits apiece. Seeing if there's anything to get going. Jordan Walker. Right out, top of the 3rd. 4th.
Here comes a pitch. That one's in there. And that is strike 1.
Jordan Walker progressed into a very formidable hitter, 92 overall now as he puts it up the middle. What a fucking play. We love to see that. I agree with you, Case. What a play by Nate Pearson, snagging that behind the back as Bryce Harper, 1-for-1, put it up the middle earlier in the game for a base hit as he swings through strike one. Nate Pearson has been throwing well. He's not really locating as I would want, but doing enough as he just gets very lucky right there. Bryce Harper watches that one go right by, and we are 2 away in the 4th. Bryson Stott has also turned into a very good player, 89 overall, consistent, batted .281, going into free agency too, so we'll see. And Bryce took that pitch. That was a home run waiting to happen. If these guys don't start hitting, I have to turn it up to legend pitching. I've thrown back-to-back shutouts if it does end up being that case. As Stott lifts it to Sawinski, and into the 5th we go. Still 2 hits apiece, and in we go. And I am also recording these so I can trim them up and maybe put them on like a YouTube channel case. And O'Neal Cruz starts in the top of the 5th. Takes a low circle change for a ball 1.
But I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the
and O'Neal Cruz swings through that. As you can see, my PCI is not what it's supposed to. And 1-1. Oh, another circle change. Waiting for a fastball, possibly to turn on.
Things have been moving just too quickly
and pops it up. Trey Turner with the out. 1 out in the 5th. Not what we want.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jack Sawinski. He's 0 for 1.
Wait, what can I do with the chat? And now Jack Sawinski takes the first pitch for a ball. Finally throws a sinker, and of course it is not in the strike zone.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Why did I say that? And that's in the zone for a strike.
That misses off the outside edge.
He is putting these on the corner. Sometimes getting the call, sometimes not.
Swing and a miss as he was
Jack swings through the slurve. Another good pitch. And now, high sinker just didn't get my PCI there. 2 outs, top of the 5th. Now Victor Scott. He's come in, played Gold Glove defense, gotten on base, taken some steals as he gets dotted up for strike 1. Scott still in his rookie season, played 140 games. There is a lot to like, a lot to see more of though as we look towards the future. And it flies to left field for the out. Bottom of the 5th we go.
Back here in Philadelphia,
Chris Shambi, John Shambi, Chris Singleton, shout out. And Seth Beer leads it off for the Phillies. Hits the outside for the strike.
Incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well
Nate Pearson has been a good addition from the Blue Jays. We can definitely do 2K streams. I have the choice whether to include party audio or to not, so I could you know, just making my audio and have to watch myself. So, I mean, when 24 comes out, those are definitely an
This
option.
guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
I mean, it's a possibility. I'll leave it at like 50-50.
1-1. He takes a strike.
But Reese McGuire takes 2 pitches for, and he gets them with the slow curve and 2 outs in the 5th.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball.
Kevin Biggio comes up, struck out in the 2nd inning. See if we can do the same here in the 5th. Starts it with a 99 outside for a strike. I've not thrown the circle change much today, and oh my god, that's why. Gets ripped. Foul. As we have an 0-2 count, gonna hit the back foot slider. Does not get there.
The 0-2.
And now 0-2 hits at the curve. Cannot get 2 in a row. We like that pitch. That is a good change of velocity. 1-2, and he takes it. And into the 6th we go. No hits for the last 3 innings from either side. 0-0. Henry Davis starting us off in the 6th.
The wind of the pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Good slider. Late bite. 91.
But he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Henry Davis barely gets under one, and Harper takes it away on the warning track. Termarr Johnson here, back to the top of the order. Ball 1 outside. Kyle Wright so far has thrown a great game against us. Mixed up a lot, and I've also done things like that to help him. But I do need to capitalize, need to get runners on base. But we shall see if we can get something going. As take a good pitch, they'll hit the back foot slider. 2-1. He's been through 2 batters. I don't know if that graphic was needed, game. And I agree with that call up. Good call. But now 3-1 count. See if we can get a pitch to hit. And we not really. That was a good little pitch. 3-2. He is just throwing it on the black every time. Look at those. My goodness. Here we go. Alright. 3-2. Takes it. And that will be up. Maybe we can get something moving. Termarr's not the fastest base runner. But Perez is one of our best bat-to-ball guys. So we shall see. We'll do a first pitch, actually. Get him moving. Oh, no. Oh, yes. A first to third. Beautiful. Get down. And this is why you want to get someone on base. Get someone on base, and good things happen. Now, Kyle Manzardo with 1 out. It was inside to start the at-bat. I could pinch run for the guy on first, maybe steal, but gonna leave him in the game as one of my better bat-to-ball guys. Kyle, a great swerve, low in the zone, strike 1. And we might look to get Perez in motion here. He gets a good jump, And he is safe. That is huge. No double play. And we will just look to see if we can put bat to ball, put it in play here.
Step off the rubber, shrink that lead somehow, create a little bit more time, or maybe you can prevent
1-2
that
count,
stolen
Kyle,
base.
right?
To third.
Hits. And we are doomed.
Third, and he's out.
Yeah. That was tough.
Well, there's a lot riding
Still
on
got
that
2
right
runners
there.
on
Nice
base.
job of the pitcher to bear
Should have
down,
just
make
stayed.
get the ground ball.
Not one of my greatest base running
So
plays.
first and
Looking
second
like
with
the
2
Yankees.
outs. Stepping in, Benito de los Santos.
Now we got
0 for 2
Benito,
with a pair of strikeouts.
our best player, the cornerstone of the franchise. He comes up, 0.
And first
Oh,
off,
the
Rick is
circle
fouled off.
change, the sinker. I think the Yankees comment was finally heard. But now Benito looks to
And a pitch.
break up the game.
Swings through that one for
Oh,
strike 2.
swings right
He knows they don't
through
wanna
the
give him anything
sinker.
to hit, but when you've got
0-2.
opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there
We are
and doing damage.
0-2 count, 2 outs. Gonna take a lead extra.
On the
And
ground to
he
left.
drills it
Sneaks
to
through,
left.
base
Oh,
hit.
that is just not
Bryant
enough.
holds the lead runner at third.
And we are gonna have bases loaded.
And 2 gone.
2
Well,
outs.
that certainly feels good when
In the
you
top of
can
the
win
6th inning.
bad after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That was
Yes,
maybe
this
even a little
the guy's
off,
stance
but no
is
problem
so
beating
nice. I'll look at what it is
Such
after
a
this
nice
game.
job. That's what you're supposed to do with the
Now we have Robert Drew.
Drew
Takes
to
the
box
circle
now, strike
change
1.
at the lower part of the zone.
Very deep,
First
not
strike.
wanting anything over their heads.
And now 0-1 count. Bases loaded.
Next one misses.
As he takes it
1-1.
upper part of the zone
Frustrating
for a
day
ball.
the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing
1-1
speeds.
count.
Just a
Bases
difficult one to
loaded.
adapt.
Top of the 6th inning with 2 outs. A big at bat.
Pitch misses. And it's
As he
short.
doesn't get the
With the
call
pitch for
again.
Philadelphia, Bailey Falter. The left-handed
2-1.
reliever appears to be getting loose.
Bullpen getting
Getting
loose. I
loose
am
as
gonna
well.
do the same thing with Mr. Jaime Barria.
2 outs. Bases are full.
Now, in we go. Robert Drew, 2-1 count. Looking to drive something.
Next pitch
And
is
he
inside,
takes it.
And that's ball 3.
3-1.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And in case I'm replying to you. And now,
This one's
and we
down to
drive it
center.
to the gap,
That's
and it will
down.
get
One
down.
off the wall.
It might,
One runs in.
it will
And
score
that's a 2-out
2,
double.
but that is huge.
Oh, that's a big at bat coming
A
through in the
2-0 game now. Robert Drew comes through. Second hit of the postseason. Could not have come at a better time.
Manager
Benito
out of the
not
dugout
able
now,
to
and it looks like
score
we'll see a change
from
on the mound.
first,
Kyle Wright done
but it's
today,
okay.
and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick
And the
break.
Pirates are hyped. The Pirates are going crazy. And we take Kyle Wright out of the game. Who are they gonna go to? They're gonna go with Ranger Suarez. No, they weren't even warming him up in the bullpen. But they need a little bit of long relief. They go with Ranger Suarez with the lefties coming up. And O'Neal Cruz looks to extend his lead.
In the first pitch, misses
Takes
for
it
ball
a little
one.
bit outside for a ball. O'Neal Cruz has progressed into anything that we could ever want if it isn't a lefty. But he has had a couple down seasons average-wise. We signed him long-term. He has that rifle of an arm. So we will see if he can do what we envision him to turn into.
The lefty, the 1-0. And the 1-0
He
misses
takes back-to-back pitches. outside the zone. 2-0. Now, 2-0. Here comes Ranger. Goes it outside. 3-0. Jack Sawinski on deck. We might look to pinch it for him with one of our bench bats, who is a monster against lefties. But here's the 3-0. 2 outs. Outside. Bases loaded once again. And now, Jack Sawinski is going to be pinch hit for Austin Slater, who had a very good regular season for us as a platoon lefty. Hit 293, 11 home runs, 36 RBIs. And as you can see, he can mash against lefties. First pitch is in there. Swung over for a strike. 0-1 count. And now, Ranger Suarez looks to get out of the jam. Bases loaded. There's a pitch. And Austin hits it to right. We're going to challenge Harper. Oh my goodness. I should not have done that. But we score one on a bunch of hits. And you could say that was a bad decision. Into the bottom of the 6th we go. 3-0 Pirates. And Nate Pearson has a little bit cushion. As you can see, his energy is looking good, still in the green, so we might push him into the 7th. Let's see how the 6th goes first. But he's been good attacking batters. Only 12 balls thrown. I do like to attack the batters. I like pitching to contact. And as we get a friendly strike ball. As you can see, he does not agree, but we will take everything we can. Strike 2. 0-2 count here. As Nate Pearson looks to put him away. A fastball. And he drives it right field. Going foul. Not able to make a play. Here we go. Another 0-2 count. Here's the delivery. A great outside slider. Cannot put him away. Still 0-2. Here comes another foul ball. It's 3 in a row. We're going to slow down the speed here with this slow curve. And a great pitch. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. And that's his 7th strikeout. Let's do a little stat cast. We can check the pitch sequence. Actually, I'd rather not. 1 out. Back to the top of the order. Trey Turner starting us off. He rips one that bled back into the... and leads it back into the zone for strike 1 off the foul. Trey Turner goes to bunt. Foul ball. 0-2 count.
Trey Turner had a higher slugging percentage than Carlos Correa.
There, Trey Turner puts it out to center. And O'Neal Cruz makes the play. 2 out. Luis Guillorme at bat. Ball 1. Low curve.
32 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2000.
And that is a beautiful inside fastball hitting the corner for a strike.
And a pitch.
Nate Pearson has attacked a lot with the fastball today, gotten a lot of swings out of the zone as well.
The pitch.
1-2 count. Backdoor slider gets him. Into the 7th we go. 3-2. Game 1 of the LCS. DS. In Game 1 of the NLDS. 3-0 into the 7th inning, and Victor Scott leads us off.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
And Victor Scott hits one hard up the middle. Play made by Bryson Stott. And in Henry Davis into the Henry Davis 0 for 2 on the day in against the lefty Ranger Suarez, and he hits one to Trey Turner, and that will be an out.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough, got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Here's the second baseman, Termarr Johnson.
And 0. And Mr. Termarr Johnson in the top of the order. 2 outs here in the 7th inning. As Ranger throws 2 of the exact same pitches with 2 of the exact same results. 0-2 count. And a slow curve to Bryson Stott. 3 outs into the bottom of the 7th we go. Jordan Walker to lead it off. Nate Pearson still doing well on energy. We'll see if he can make it in. We'll see if he can make it through the 7th inning, as he starts with 2 balls out of the zone. 2, and he leads one back into the zone. But Jordan Walker early on it. 2-1 count. Nate Pearson attacks another fastball. 2-2 count as we look to slow it down here. A great pitch a little bit outside of the zone. 3-2 with Bryce Harper on deck. Up the middle, O'Neal bobbles it, and that will be an error or a base hit. It will be an error. Now will be taken out.
I'm sure he wants that one back, but for now, he's just got to get ready for the next one.
Now we will be going to the bullpen. We will be going to our best lefty arm in Genesis Cabrera. Got a double play in the wild card series.
We'll see how it works out.
And now in for 3 lefties. Bryce Harper the first. First pitch outside.
Both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens. Just seeing which manager can match up better, and
another outside fastball. This one in the zone first, right? 1-1 count. No outs. 3-0 in the 3rd. That'll be 2-1. The 2-1 pitch to Bryce Harper is a curve a little bit low for a ball. 3-1 count. Don't want to walk him to put the tying run up, and he grounds it to first base. It's to second, back to first, a double play. A huge double play on a formidable hitter, and we get out of the jam. That's 2 outs in the 7th. Bryson Stott looks to rally for the Phillies as he takes one at the knees for a strike. Genesis Cabrera has been one of our most consistent lefty arms since we got him. Consistently throws hard, throws consistent as he lets up a couple of hits overall this inning, but it's okay, as Robert Drew cuts it off, gets it in, and Bryson Stott has a line drive single. Seth Beer here for the Phillies, as A bad pitch is... I don't know what happened there. Was it a wild pitch? Okay. Henry Davis was not able to block it, and now man on second, 2 outs. As Seth Beer pops it up to left center, and Austin Slater makes the play, and into the 8th we go, 3-0. With Amaury Perez to lead off. He's been one of our best bat-to-ball guys. We drafted him early in the series. He developed through the minors. Having the secondary position of catcher is very huge, especially when our catchers haven't necessarily progressed well. And having elite contact bat-to-ball skills overall lets us have the ability to play him over somebody else, like a Nick Gonzalez next year, who primarily hits well against lefties, but Amaury hits well against everybody. So, we'll see. As Ranger brings in the 0-0 fastball for a ball, 1-0. Here's the second pitch, and we hit in the left field gap. Ran down, and that's now Kyle Manzardo, who we made a trade for early in the series. He has developed. He's done everything we could ever want at first base, and now he has an opportunity with us to possibly win a World Series eventually. As Ranger brings in the 1-0 sinker for a strike. And another sinker, this time not getting the call. 2-1. Manzardo hips the circle change just a little bit early. That's a 2-2 count. And a ground ball right back to the pitcher. Ranger makes the play. And that's an out. And that's 2 outs. Benito here against the lefty for the first time today. Takes one low for a ball. Benito is our cornerstone. He is our best player, signed through 2034. So we have a lot. I'm sorry, 2037. We have a lot of growth and development for Benito. Not a lot if I keep doing that. But he is gonna turn into an everyday fielder for us eventually. Just waiting for that to develop a little bit more. The bat is already there. Everything is already there besides the fielding. He's never going to be fast. He's always going to be a slower fielder, a player overall anyway. So, we're just going to work on the fielding and get him to be more versatile as opposed to a DH or a first baseman. And he lines one into the gap. And that could be a double. We'll see how that... And he will make it in for a double with that 110 exit velocity. That will play anywhere. You just need to give him a place to play.
The exit velo 110 miles an hour. Yeah, Boog, I mean, that right there is an absolute missile.
He has one of the smoother swings of any guy in our franchise. One of the swings that I love using. And as we go through, I love to see the power progress. He has the opportunity to get to a 40+ home run power, 300 contact. There is a lot to like out of Benito de los Santos. 3-0 here in the top of the 8th. Robert Drew swings on 2 straight.
Runner at second, 2 down.
And back in, Robert Drew stands in. Man on second, 0-2 count. Has the opportunity to give a little bit more of a cushion. As we go in, we are gonna let Jaime Barria sit down. We will go with Trevor Stephan to give us the 8th inning, and then hopefully Camilo Doval in the bottom of the 9th. As we take it low, crawls away, Benito will get to 3rd.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball has gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make
Robert Drew 2-2 count.
Well, that time he seemed to have a
As he should have taken that one. And it stays 2-2. And taken outside, 3-2 count.
Waiting for a turn at the plate.
And now in with the 3-2. And got me with the circle change.
The key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity.
Good pitch. In to the bottom of the 8th, Trevor Stephan comes in. Led us in games pitched with 78. Had a great year overall out of the pen, even with the 3.4 ERA. I like to look at that as a success when we were not expected to make the playoffs necessarily this year.
So now here's the DH, Gavin Biggio.
But into the bottom of the 8th, 1 out, 0-1 pitch, 0-1 count as Kevin Biggio swings through first, right? And Trevor Stephan attacks the middle of the zone again with a fastball, 0-2 count. Now backdoor slider, back foot slider does not get there as he fouls it off. And out. Let's see if we can get him with the high fastball. And it indeed gets him. 3-0. That's his second K of the night. And now Marion Boyd up with as he half swings for a ball. Stephan was one of our most reliable relievers. I liked him coming out of the pen each time. It felt like he was going to give us an inning of solid work. And he has great stuff even with only 3 pitches. So now 2-1 as he gets the call on the slider. And he gets a Marion Boyd to swing through that splitter. Now 2-2 count. Here it is, and fouls it off. Back in he goes. 2-2, splitter, fouls it off. We'll see if we can get him here with the slider, and we can. Into the 9th we go, 3-0 lead. It's time to warm up Doval.
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Andrew Bullock.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Even with a couple lefties that are going to be up, Doval will be the one who we go with. We acquired him middle of the season this year. We needed somebody to be a reliable closer. Colin Holderman was not doing that. And now O'Neal Cruz drives it out to center. Boyd back, and he does not make the play off the wall. And O'Neal Cruz will run on in to a triple. As the throw is a little bit high, and great play by Reese McGuire to keep it in front. That went a lot further than I thought it would. It got off of the base of the short center field wall. Schwarber came over, picked it on up, and got it back in. Schwarber? Who's in left field for them? Jordan Walker came over. I'm sorry. Two very different players. Austin Slater comes up to the plate with an opportunity to pad the lead and make it, so I will use someone else besides Doval. Swings through a high fastball, but just in that case, I will warm up Miguel Castro, who has been also one of the most consistent arms that we have had. That is outside, ball 2. Austin Slater has been a very nice hitter for us, mainly against lefties, as he puts it out to right field, and that will drop. Bring in a run, 4-0 ball game, and we will go ahead and sit down Camilo Doval and bring in Miguel Castro for the bottom of the 9th. And now Victor Scott. I swing at a very bad pitch to start the at-bat. 0-1. He is 0 for 3, but he has not had bad at-bats. I don't expect him to have a lot of hits. All I would expect 1 for 4 at most, and he can make an impact in the field. As he swings through another. And 0-2 count. We might send Slater here. We do indeed. A high fastball, and Slater is safe at second base with the high throw.
To do a better job of controlling the running game, and that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that.
And now into the 1-2 count. Here it is, and he returns it back up the middle.
The plate for Pittsburgh.
And now 1 out, Henry Davis in the top of the 9th. 1 out, man on second base. He's looking to drive him in. That is driven deep to center field, and that is gone. Henry Davis with a 2-run home run to dead center field to give the Pirates the assurance they need. 6-0 ball game. Henry Davis hits his first postseason home run as he hammers that low pitch. 422 feet, a great time for Henry Davis to make an impact. I was debating on whether to pinch hit for him, maybe get Andy Rodriguez a couple of at-bats, but no need. 6-0 game as Dylan Coleman comes in. As we saw by the stats, he had good ones. A 2 ERA for the season. Throws, nice, hard fastball. Fastball slider pitcher. And the 1 is down for a ball. Now, Coleman just coming in to try to keep it a 6-0 game. As Tamar fouls it off. 1-2 count.
Comes a pitch. There, that misses off
outside ball 2-2 count. Here he comes, Dylan Coleman. Fastball hit back up the middle. Bryson Stott with a nice play for the second out. Now we have Amaury Perez with his 5th at-bat of the day, looking for his 3rd hit. And he drives that one. High, deep center field, and that's gone. 7-0 Pirates in game 1 of this NLDS.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact.
He puts it out to center field. Right in the right center field gap. And he gives them even more assurance. A high fastball. He was there. And 98 gets sent back at 105. We love to see it. 98 gets sent back at 100. We love to see it. Kyle Manzardo here for his 5th at-bat, looking to get on the hit sheet. 0 for 4 on the day with a ground out, fielder's choice, a couple other things.
And there's a foul ball.
Now foul ball off to the left. 0-2 count. Dylan Coleman trying to put away this inning. And he will not, as Manzardo lines it into the gap for a double, as he will get in standing. And that'll bring up Benito de los Santos for a possible RBI opportunity.
That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
He throws the first one inside, 99. I'm sure Benito did not like that. Takes strike 1, a 1-1.
Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
1-1 count. Kyle Manzardo at second, and Benito is behind on a fastball. 98. 2 for 4 on the day, already with a single and a double. And he will strike out on the inside fastball. But after 3 runs were scored, it is not that close. 7-0 as we go into the bottom of the 9th. Trey Turner leads them off though. As we have faced 3 over the minimum right now. He swings for strike 2 and he hits one a third. Perez scoops it up and throws it to Manzardo for the first out. And now Luis Guillorme looks to get on the hit sheet again. He is 1 for 3 with a single. And Miguel Castro brings his sinker in for the second strike. Castro has been our most consistent arm out of the bullpen. Looking through his stats since 24, 3.7, 2.7, 3.4, and 2.5 in about 180 games, 190 games. So there has been no issue with Miguel Castro's work, and he can be our second out of the bullpen at any given game. Guillorme lines it down the line for a foul ball, and it will stay 0-2. Miguel Castro delivers a low circle change, a 1-2 count. The pitch out, backdoor slider, swinging strike, and that will be strike out number 2. Jordan Walker comes in and gets an outside corner strike called on him. I'm sure he will not be pleased with that one. And Miguel Castro, outside slider. Good pitch for strike 2 on the swing. And 0-2 to close off game 1. He takes the pitch. And Castro with the circle change, throws it right down the middle. They cannot capitalize as he drives it to the warning track. And that is game 1 for the Pirates done. Great first win for the Pittsburgh Pirates in the NLDS as they jump out to a 1-0 lead on the Philadelphia Phillies. Behind an offense of Amaury Perez with a home run and an RBI, Henry Davis, Benito de los Santos with a couple. It has been a great first game